Hi, my name is Louis from 𝗙𝗲𝗹𝗶.com, and if you're planning on selling a property in the Rosarito Beach area in Mexico, you want to stick around because I'm going to be talking about the top 5 mistakes sellers make when listing their homes in Mexico. Mistake number 1, not hiring a professional real estate agent. Now, you want to hire a professional real estate agent, especially when it comes to selling your property in Mexico. Number 1, because you have to understand what the process is for selling a property in Mexico. You're in a foreign country. Most of the time, you're going to know what the process is for selling your property in your home country. But when it comes to Mexico, you want to hire that professional agent that will explain to you what is the process from beginning to end when it comes to selling a property. You also want to make sure that this professional agent knows and understands how to price a property accordingly. And the reason I'm saying this is because most places in Mexico don't have an MLS system. The problem with that is that the sellers are unaware of what the real market value of the property is, and only a professional real estate agent can help you determine what that fair market value is. And you want to price the property correctly if you want to find the perfect buyer. You also want to make sure that this professional agent has a marketing plan, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And lastly, a professional real estate agent will negotiate on your behalf correctly to be able to net the most profit out of your property. Point number 2, not understanding your capital gains consequences. Now, there's nothing worse than walking into a closing blindfolded and finding out that you have to pay taxes that you weren't accounting for. A professional real estate agent will have in their toolbox a group of professionals that will allow you to get that information correctly and be prepared for your closing. The number 1 reason why real estate transactions fall out of escrow, in Mexico at least, is due to the sellers finding out at the last minute that they have to pay a high capital gain tax bill. Now, you need to have a professional real estate agent that will connect you with the professional that would allow you to understand your consequences and be able to plan for the sale of your property correctly so that you can make a well and informed decision. And understanding your capital gains tax consequences will allow you to save thousands of dollars in your transaction. Point number 3, not having a marketing plan. Now, there are 2 basic things that you need in order for you to sell your property correctly. Number 1 is you need to have the right price, and number 2, you need to have the right amount of traffic or exposure. Now, for point number 1, I've already discussed with you that a professional real estate agent will allow you to market the property correctly and have the right and fair market value. But you will also need to ask your agent, do you have a marketing plan? Or what is your marketing plan? Now, for point number 2, having a for sale sign out in the door, in the window, or in the yard, in Mexico at least, is not very effective. Most buyers are not locally and are found online. So you need to make sure that your agent has the proper tools and the marketing plan that will sell your property correctly, that will expose it to as many potential buyers as possible. You might want to ask your agent, what is your marketing plan? Where do you actually promote my listing? What is the traffic that you bring to those listings? Do you actually have a plan? Sometimes, most of the real estate agents, all they want to do is put your listing online and wait for the right buyer. But they don't actively promote your property correctly. So having a marketing plan makes a huge difference. And it will cost you thousands of dollars if you do not market the property correctly. Once again, you need to have the right price and you need to have the right exposure. And ultimately, you want to have a professional real estate agent that understands how to market your property effectively. Point number 4, not having a professional looking listing online. Now, first of all, you want to make sure you hire a professional real estate agent that will invest the time into actually creating a professional looking listing so that buyers or prospective buyers really get the most out of that listing. They understand what is your property like, and they really imagine themselves walking through that property. What happens is that most agents will write a 1-paragraph description that will really not describe the property the best way possible. Or some of those agents just basically grab their cell phone, take a couple of photos of your property, and they pretend that those are going to be looking good. But that's not what a professional looking listing is. Hiring a professional real estate agent will bring professionals to make sure that your property looks as best as possible. They'll bring a professional photographer that will take daytime or twilight photography that will make your property look its best. They will also invest the time into writing an enticing description that will allow the buyers and potential buyers imagine themselves walking through the property. Now remember, most of those buyers are not locally here in Mexico. They're coming from different countries, most likely the United States, looking for properties in Mexico. Number 5, making showings very difficult. Now there's nothing worse than making the showings very difficult for potential buyers and their agents. Having restrictions on showing times, or having to be present during the showings, or having renters that need to get out of the property while you're doing the showings will cause you to lose thousands of dollars. And the reason for that is because those agents or those buyers are going to get tired of trying to access the property and they'll move on to the next property. Now, my advice is for you to work with your professional real estate agent to make sure that you make your property as available as possible for other agents and potential buyers to be able to walk through the property. That's it for today. And these are the top 5 mistakes sellers make when listing their property in Mexico. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips and information regarding selling your property in Mexico. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll leave you those links in the description below. Now, if you're planning on selling your property in the Rosarito Beach area, make sure to give us a call and one of our professional real estate agents will be able to get on the phone with you. Thank you very much. Until next time.